Everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We travel not just to see the beauty of new places but to see our own beauty in new environment. It's a great pleasure for me to join the forum virtually today. I hope this collaboration will help in building our capacities in the transport sector to achieve mainly SDGs and NDCs target is protect our environment. Sri Lanka is committed to achieve Agenda 2030 for sustainable development with a special focus on goals 3rd, 7th and 11th and the nationally determined contributions. Sri Lanka's revised NDCs submitted to UNFCCC a few months ago have a dedicated chapter for the transport sector with realistic emission reduction targets. Sri Lanka has an array of policies and regulatory framework to support the transformation of the transport sector. His Excellency the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa envisioned the vistas of prosperity and splendor, Saubhagya Dakman, as the national policy framework of Sri Lanka. It focuses on green transport policy leading to sustainable environment and becoming a net zero carbon country. It focuses on combating air pollution and traffic congestion. It gives prominence to road safety and decarbonizing the transport sector. The strategy is planned for focused on providing an efficient, clean, reliable, affordable and accessible transport system, leaving no one behind. Highest priority will be given to environment-friendly transportation network that connects the economic corridors. A policy decision was also made for 70% of power generation through renewable energy sources by 2030. It was made in order to achieve carbon neutrality in power generation by 2050. The Ministry of Environment is committed to conserve the air resources through its Clean Air Action Plan. I feel proud that I have taken initiatives to get cabinet approval to give priority to electric vehicles importation. It is being updated regularly. The latest one is Clean Air Action Plan 2025. It was committed to maintain the air quality and desirable levels. It also support to minimize the emission of harmful air pollutions. With COVID-19 pandemic, mobility restrictions are imposed. They are demanding major shifts in the transport sector across the world. With that concern, we have also focused on promoting e-mobility, the intelligent transport systems, especially in the metropolitan areas. We intend to pilot few e-mobility initiatives that also address the mobility challenges in the pandemic. We also promote non-motorized transport in the country. Sri Lanka is committed to initiate actions on the strategies of the EST declaration. However, we face challenges such as attractive investments, institutional, technical capacity in urban planning, policy formulation and integrating transport and environment, communicating the benefits to the general public and influencing their choices on sustainable transport systems are key challenges too. I would like to thank the Secretariat of the Regional EST Forum in Asia for providing us an opportunity to be a part of this forum. Let us join hands to work towards sustainable transport systems for the benefit of the environment and the generations to come. Together we achieve the best. Try to leave the earth a better place than when you arrived. I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. And will not let what I cannot do interfere with what I can do. Thank you. Bomo stuti. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Ayubowan.